So is the girl a minor? Was she abandoned? Is she an adult? There's so many questions with this crazy, crazy story. Okay, I have to talk about this story. I found this today and it's all I can think about. This girl from the Ukraine was adopted. Well, she came over to the United States from the Ukraine back in 2008. She was adopted by a family with 3 sons named Kristine and Michael Barnett. In 2010, she came to live with that family. There was like an emergency adoption thing going on. They had to get it done in like 24 hours, and Kristine and Michael Barnett were already I guess foster parents or something like that. So they flew down to Florida, signed this paperwork, adopted this girl. Now this girl has some kind of severe dwarfism. In 2010 and again in 2012, they had examinations to determine how old the girl was, because evidently they thought when they adopted her that she was 6 years old. I guess they weren't sure. And so they had 2 separate examinations done, one in 2010 and one in 2013. In 2010, the doctors at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital determined she was 8 years old. Well, then they had an examination done again in 2012, and they said she was 11. So basically like a year older than they had with the previous assessment. Just this month, Michael and Kristine Barnett have been charged with child abandonment. They left the girl that they had adopted in an apartment and moved to Canada. Why would you adopt a girl, save a girl from deportation, and then abandon her and leave the country? So why it took 5 years for charges to be filed is still a mystery. This is an ongoing investigation. The Barnetts had the 2 assessments of the girl's age. In both assessments, they determined that the girl was a minor. In July of 2013, Kristine and Michael Barnett get the girl an apartment and leave for Canada. They have another son who I think is going to medical school or something like that in Canada, and so they move there. In 2014, Michael and Kristine get divorced. Michael moves back to Indiana. In 2014, police discover the girl in the apartment. So if she was 11 in 2012, then at this point she's 13 years old in 2014. Over a year, she's living in an apartment by herself. How does a 12 or 13-year-old girl live in an apartment by herself and not be noticed? And how does she survive? I mean, how do you survive? It's not, we're not all Kevin McAllister, right? We're not all like able to thwart off thieves with elaborate plans and go grocery shopping and all that good stuff. This month, the parents, Michael and Kristine Barnett, have been arrested for neglect. So backing up, there's other documents that Kristine Barnett has submitted that the girl is actually a lot older than she says she is. So Kristine Barnett claims in her side of the story that the girl was actually an adult and that they found her an apartment and was in contact with her every day and tried to help support her, paid her bills, got her an apartment. The girl was actually evicted in 2014, and Kristine claims they helped get her another apartment, and that the girl was an adult, and that in 2012 the girl was committed and was diagnosed as a sociopath in some hospital. She says she has documentation for all of this stuff. And in 2012, they also filed with I think the state of Marion County Supreme Court, County Supreme Court in Indianapolis, that decided that the girl was actually born in 1989. That would actually make the girl 29 or 30, depending on when her birthday lands. The interesting thing, though, is that Kristine said she first noticed that something was off when they went to the beach, and like supposedly the girl couldn't walk very well, and that's what police also claimed, that the girl couldn't walk and wanted to be carried in the water, and the girl and then the parents were like, oh, just wait a minute, and the girl just like got up and ran into the water, and they were like, oh, that's odd. And they said her vocabulary seemed a lot more advanced for someone that should be just a little kid, and there was a bunch of different stuff that she said. She said like the first time she gave her a bath, she had like a full set of pubic hair, which, like, you know, 8-year-old girls don't normally have. And then I guess as a lot of like questions and things sort of arose about the girl's actual age, she started turning like psychotic and like like death threats, and would draw pictures of like the family, killing the family. She said the girl she caught her pouring bleach into her coffee. She said she tried to push her into an electric fence. She said that she threatened to stab them and would like stand over them at night, and they had to like hide all the sharp objects. Like straight out of a crazy horror movie. So, is the girl a minor? Was she abandoned? Is she an adult? There's so many questions with this crazy, crazy story, and I have no idea. I'm going to be following this closely, but there's so many questions I have in my head right now. Like, how did the girl survive in the apartment by herself if she wasn't an adult? A little kid is not going to be able to survive on their own. There's also claims that seem a little bit crazy from the parent, Kristine saying that she jumped out of moving cars and it smeared blood on mirrors and stuff. And like, my question is, how is she jumping out of moving cars? Like, you can lock your doors, right? I mean, there's like the child-proof locks. Where was she getting this blood that she was smearing on the mirrors? Although they did say, this was another part, they did say that the mom found like bloody clothing and bloody stuff like stuffed in the garbage, and that they think that, or she thought at the time, that was the girl trying to like hide her period or whatever. What motivation though does the girl have for like threatening death? Like, wouldn't it be more beneficial to her as like a manipulative person? Like, wouldn't it make her situation better if she just played along and was like nice? Or, I mean, was it because they were threatening to like cut her off or something, that's when she like got crazy and violent or whatever? I don't know. And again, why did it take 5 years to bring these charges? There's also some questions. So the girl came to the United States in 2008, evidently because she was adopted by another couple. The other couple abandoned her and didn't give a reason. Why did the other parents abandon her? I mean, there could be a multitude of reasons, but isn't that interesting? There's also, the girl has disappeared and nobody knows where she is. Since like 2016, so like 3 years ago. So like as a teenager, a 3-foot tall teenager, this girl's like disappeared. In 2016, another couple tried to file for like custody, and I guess the Barnetts like protested, and the parents, I guess, or this other couple backed out for undisclosed reasons as well. Is this girl a con artist? Is she just like a child? Like, one of the articles I read said that the husband said as far as he knew, the child was a minor, and that the wife had coached the girl to tell people that she was older than she really was. Is the mom crazy and lying about all of this? Is the girl lying and it's like a weird Chucky scenario or something? I don't know. If it really is abandonment, that's fucking awful. To put your kid, adopted or otherwise, in an apartment and move to another country. But if it is the situation that she's claiming, where the girl is just a manipulative sociopath who lies and lied to get taken care of or get money or whatever from this couple, then holy shit, that's fucking crazy. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Tell me what you think. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be monitoring this case closely, and I want to know what the hell is going on. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button, smash that like button. If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you guys next time.